With the G5 being more of a mid-range phone in a lot of ways, and going with the concept of mods, the V series, the V20 in particular, that launched 6 months after it, kind of became the go-to LG like high-end phone. Now LG might have returned to making the G6 a flagship device earlier this year, and it's a great phone in its own right. Check out my review for that if you're interested. But a lot of V20 users from last year have been waiting for the V series successor instead. Well, that day has finally come, and it might have been worth the wait. The new V30 takes some of the design language from the G6 in a lot of ways, and that's definitely not a bad thing. From the 6-inch Quad HD Plus 18:9 aspect ratio screen with the same minimal bezels, with albeit more curved edges, which I like, to the back of the device and its metallic-looking Gorilla Glass 5 back, it fits a sleeker and modern look we're just getting from manufacturers this year for sure. That screen, by the way, is a POLED one instead of LCD, so blacks are blacker, colors pop, and it just looks super vibrant. On the left side of the phone, we have the volume buttons, and on the right, we have the SIM tray and microSD card slot. At the bottom of the phone, we have the USB Type-C port, and at the top, our headphone jack. Now above the screen we have a 5-megapixel wide-angle front-facing camera, and around the back we have our dual camera setup that's similar to the G6. We have one wide and one normal angled camera, with one being 13 megapixels with an aperture of f1.9 and one 16 megapixel one with a crazy f1.6 aperture. From the limited time I've had with the phone photos are super sharp. Also, that wide angle lens is something that I got used to on the G6, and it's just a feature that you end up using a lot more than you'd think you would. LG also added some other interesting features to the camera of the V30, including a Cinevideo mode that lets you select from a bunch of what are essentially LUTs, more so than filters, as they actually change the image data while recording instead of just laying something over it. LUTs are used by cinematographers and videographers when they actually are shooting in log or raw out of the camera. What that does is it essentially subdues the colors so that they can get a lot more dynamic range and they get kind of a grayer image. The LUTs then allow them to put those back in order to be a lot more creative and have a lot more flexibility with the color and how creative they want to be. And the results in this case are some pretty interesting looks that are much more pronounced than, say, a quick filter. Because of this, LG also gives you the option to actually record in their own log format if you want to get serious and color correct it yourself in a video editor on your computer. They also added a neat zooming effect. You can actually tap on an area of the screen and then be able to smoothly zoom into that area instead of the normal zooming into the middle. Not sure how much I'll use it, but it's nice, and it's always good to have an extra tool when you're trying to make creative videos on your phone for sure. Expect me to test all of these things out when I get a review unit. Now, in addition to LG getting real serious about the camera, they also took the audio pretty seriously too. The V30 has a hi-fi quad 32-bit DAC for better audio playback. It works when you have the headphones in or you connect it to a speaker that can use hi-fi. As well as they put better audio recording in it thanks to 2 AOP higher range mics. Under the cameras on the back, we have our fingerprint sensor power button combo, but LG also added facial recognition to unlock the phone, as well as a voice option that lets you set a phrase to unlock the phone with. What up, phone? Powering the device is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor paired with 4 gigs of RAM, and there's a 3300 milliamp battery for power. It also is IP68 certified, so it's water and dust resistant, as well as military spec rated for durability. It also features Qi certified wireless charging as well. And there you go, quick rundown of the latest and greatest from LG. Now, with all of its focus on cameras and audio, it seems like it's kind of aimed at creators a little bit, which I'm personally a little excited to test. But as soon as they send me a review unit, you bet I will do a review, obviously. But if you want to be notified when that happens, please subscribe and tap the little bell next to the word subscribe to be notified whenever I do videos. And if you like this video, please thumbs up it or share it. It's greatly appreciated. And regardless, thanks for watching.